up? How are we all doing? Good to see you. Welcome back to Premier League Dad. My name is Key. We're live for a big night of Supercoppa football. A little bit different tonight. Big game on though. Napoli against AC Milan. This one's a good game. It's going to be a very big game. McTominay against Modric in the middle of the park. It is on Premier Sports 1 if you want to watch along with me. Premier Sports 1, you can get it on Amazon Prime or whatever. I guess you can get it a number of ways, but yeah, you can watch along with me tonight if you fancy watching Napoli, AC Milan. There's obviously lots of Conference League football on tonight. We'll be keeping abreast of all that as well. Mainz against Samsunspor, Crystal Palace against Kuopio, Shelbourne and Shamrock Rovers also in action. So plenty of good footy coming on tonight. But I thought this one would be the best one. Napoli AC Milan is taking place in Riyadh in Saudi Arabia as well. So it's a very different type. I don't know if anyone knew. I didn't even know what the Supercoppa Italia was. The Supercoppa Italia is Supercoppa semi-final is basically the runner-up and the winner of the Scudetto Serie A and the winner and the runner-up of the Coppa Italia. And it's those four teams that come together. So Inter Milan play Bologna tomorrow night in the other semi. Napoli play AC Milan tonight. So I guess we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Daniel said, could you run through the lineups? We can, yeah. Let's run through the lineups. Why not? So, lineups are as follows. They are on the screen. So it is Milenkovic-Savic, this is for Napoli, by the way. Milenkovic-Savic in goal. Di Lorenzo, Ramani, and Juan Jesus at the back. It's Politano and Spinazzola in I guess, wing-back positions. Lobotka and McTominay with Elmas in midfield and David Neres just off. Rasmus Højlund. Look at the light show there in Riyadh. Sweet Lord. It's my absolute worst nightmare. And then for AC Milan, it's Mike Maignan in goal, Pavlovic, De Winter, and Tomori at the back. Estupinan at left back, with Salamakers on the other side. Loftus-Cheek, Rabiot, and Arden Jashari make up the midfield. No Modric tonight. Pulisic just off. Christopher and Kunku. So, lots of ex-Premier League players in there. Pulisic and Kunku, Estupinan, Loftus-Cheek, Tomori, of course, and then for Napoli, obviously, you've got Big Scott McTominay, Ballon d'Or winner, and Rasmus Højlund up front. So lots and lots of ex-Premier League players in the lineups tonight. Modric does make the bench, by the way. He's on the bench with a number of other fantastic players, including Fofana and Adogu, Richie, players like that. With Napoli, they've got Lukaku on the bench. Who else, really, it would be worth maybe them bringing on? Noah Lang, of course. Lukaku, Noah Lang, Vergara, Oliveira. No Anguissa, no De Bruyne, no Billy Gilmore for Napoli, and no Rafa Leao or Santi Jimenez for Milan. So, yeah, a couple of big players missing in De Bruyne, Leao, and yeah, Jimenez, I'm sure AC Milan would have wanted as well. Hi Sasha, hi Chimey, how's it going? So yeah, they are your lineups for tonight. It looks very high tech, doesn't it, in Riyadh? Looks great. How are we all doing, everyone in the chat? Sorry, I've not yet responded to TikTok. 1 second. Talk to me. What are we doing? What are we doing? What are we thinking tonight? What are we thinking for this one? United 7, Modric is quality. DC, what channel is it on, Key? It's on Premier Sports, mate. Premier Sports 1, to be precise. I am Crute, evening Key. What's the thoughts on Ornstein reporting that Maresca is on City's list to replace Pep? It doesn't really surprise me. He is the student, isn't he? You know, following in the footsteps of the master. It's interesting that they're looking at Maresca and not Arteta, though, isn't it? That might just be, is there maybe a stylistic clash there? Pep maybe prefers Enzo Maresca to Mikel Arteta. That's probably no great surprise. So, yeah. Normal guy, how's it going? What up? Good to see you. And Brendan, is this game in Saudi? It is. It's in Riyadh, this game tonight. It is actually in the... What was the stadium name called? Because I wrote it down and I forgot to bring it into this. It is in the... Riyadh The Al Awal Park in Riyadh. Yeah, it's the first time in 20 years that AC Milan are playing in consecutive competitions in the Supercoppa. But Al Awal Park is known as the King Saud University Stadium. It has a capacity of just 25,000. It's quite modest, isn't it, to be fair, for Riyadh? It feels like there's an awful lot of bigger stadiums maybe in Saudi. They could have played this game for a more grandiose feel. But no, they've gone with the Al Awal Park, or the King Saud University Stadium in Riyadh. That's where this game is taking place. It's the home of Al Nassr, I believe, as well. Is it? Is it the home of Al Nassr? I think it is. Jake, yo, how are we doing today? Good to see you. I am hearing rumours that Noah Lang and Anthony Elanga are getting married. Noah is now Noah Langa. Apparently Tony Kroos is going to Newcastle. Well, according to Joe, it's not the case. He's not joining us. He has become a member for tickets, though, as he likes the club. But good to see you. Dylan, how are we doing? Some big names missing tonight, says Daniel. Absolutely right. Daniel, I was hoping for some good football tonight, then came across your stream notification. Always good footy on it. Why is my chat showing up like that? I don't like that. Do I not like that? Let me bring that in a little minute, because I don't like that. There you go. That's a bit better, I guess. There you go. I guess that's a little bit better. We've got a bit more of a chat on the screen. It doesn't look brilliant, though. I'm trying to build the chat. The chat will look a lot better going forward. Adrian, hi key mate, is the game on TV? It is on TV. It's on Premier Sports. You can go and check it out. It's on Premier Sports 1. Rasmus Højlund, Scott McTominay, both in the lineup for AC Milan. There's Pulisic, there's Nkunku, there's Loftus-Cheek, there's Tomori. Lots of good players in there as well. The Scrum Down Live. How's it going, James? Good to see you, mate. Daniel, do you know when the Spanish Supercoppa starts? I don't. I've got to say, I wonder why it's not. Why don't we have an English Supercoppa? Why is there no English Supercoppa? There's a Spanish Supercoppa and a Serie A Italian Supercoppa. Why isn't the one for... So if it was the top two in the league and the two finalists of the FA Cup, it would have been Palace City, Liverpool Arsenal, wouldn't it? That would have been a great Supercoppa. A little bit like this, I guess. Palace City, Liverpool Arsenal in a 4-way annual tournament to win the Supercoppa. I like that. Daniel, is Rafa Benitez on your screen? No, he's not. It's the referees at this moment in time. United 7, is it on Prime? It is. It's on Premier Sports. If you go to Prime, there's a little section at the top of Prime that says Premier Sports. You can get it on there. That's where I'm watching it. Sasha, you have the Community Shield. We do have the Community Shield, but that's a bit more of a curtain raiser. It's a pre-season friendly, isn't it, really? Whereas this is a bit more mid-season. It's got a bit more of a luxury feel to it. And I guess it would satisfy some of the higher-ups, some of the directors who are looking at it and going, whoa, we could get a bit of coin in Saudi by playing this game. And this to me would make a bit of sense. Maybe if they created a new competition, 2 games or 3 games in Saudi, that might satisfy the money men. And I don't know. It's another tournament, isn't it? Why not? We're talking about players playing too many games. Give them some more. Make them earn the money. Jamie Key, did Tolga's prediction hit last night? Did it hit last night? Who did we do last night? Right, hang on. We're off here. We're off and underway. Did it hit? I actually don't know. He didn't get Cardiff-Chelsea right. Yeah, he didn't get Cardiff-Chelsea right. Right, hang on a second. Right, there you go. We're all synced up here. We're all synced up. Daniel, Rafa Benitez was on loop on my Premier Sports 1 podcast, and it's also streaming on DAZN. Ah, is it? Ah. Sasha, we have it here in France too. Only one game, but in January, the champions of Ligue 1 against the Cup champions. Nice. I like it. Well, yeah, I was going to say maybe there is something that the English League needs to catch up with that one. I Am Crute says apparently the 2034 Winter World Cup in Saudi could be in January 2035, potentially due to Ramadan. I don't like these changes mid-season, changes to the football calendar. The Qatar World Cup in December absolutely ruined things, didn't it? FCB, hi mate, sorry I'm late, still bad, it's a head, cold. Oh mate, hope you're feeling better. Hey, here he is, Tolga, how's it going? What do we think of this one, Tolga? You've not done too well in the last couple. You had Fulham against Newcastle last night, you had Cardiff against Chelsea the night before. So, you're on a run of 2 defeats with us, mate. The numerical data tells me that Napoli will win the match. They could win by a significant margin with 1 or 2 chance. Right, okay. Back AC Milan, if you know what's good for you. Morocco just bought another trophy, and Callum, alright, Keelad, 2-1 AC Milan. Okay, fair enough. Beat yourself, Dylan. Newcastle v City, Chelsea v Arsenal or Palace is the semi-final cup draw. Newcastle City semi and Chelsea v Arsenal probably. I imagine Arsenal will beat Palace on the 23rd. We're live for that one, of course. Jamie says, I actually enjoyed a December World Cup. I didn't. I hate them. I hate change. I'm not comfortable with change. Marco, are you watching into tomorrow? No, tomorrow we're doing Swansea City against Wrexham in the Championship. Big Welsh derby in the Championship, so we're going to be doing that one. Jake, will this go to pens if it's a draw? Yes, it will. It has to be decided tonight, this one. We have to get a winner tonight, no matter what. Come hell or high water, one of these teams will be going through to the final against either Inter or Bologna, which takes place on Saturday, I believe. Inter Bologna tomorrow night, and I think it's Saturday night in Riyadh. Might be Sunday in Riyadh. They are doing the final, the Supercoppa final. So let me know your predictions in the chat. I have got an absolutely fantastic couple of questions for you as well, by the way. And listen, if there is anyone who flies in with some immediate right answers, I will know you're cheating, because I have perfected a couple of brilliant quiz questions in this one. So I'll need your help at halftime. Halftime, we'll do our halftime quiz, and it's an absolute belter. I think you'll enjoy it. I Am Crute. As a tournament, Qatar was brilliant. There was obviously major human rights issues, and it was weird in the winter. I can understand why. I can understand the logic, and I can also understand, look, they want to take the World Cup everywhere. They want to have a World Cup in Africa and Asia and Europe and North America and South America, and they want to try and give it to everyone. I get it. It's the world's game. Totally understand that. But if it ain't practical to play in the desert, maybe don't play in the desert. Don't fundamentally reshift and shape the football calendar. It's mad. I didn't like Qatar. AC Milan, overhead kick, must be. Oh, good save. Big save from Milenkovic-Savic. AC Milan with the first big chance of the game, 4 minutes in. Rasmus Højlund with a new lease of life as well, leading the line for Napoli. He started to play really well, hasn't he? Daniel, like the new graphics. What time does the game start? It started, mate. It's on. It's on. We're 4.5 minutes in, or just over. Daz, what's your 11 for Saturday, and also who's winning the AFCON? So I am live for 5 AFCON games before the end of December. So I'll be doing 5 different AFCON games. We're doing the likes of Senegal, Mali, Zambia, Gabon, Botswana, Ivory Coast. I think that might be it. But we're doing all 5 of them. So we'll get a good look at all these different teams, and we'll see who we think could be a real competitor. But I honestly think it's Senegal. I can't see anyone other than Senegal winning the AFCON. Teaching Tony, I didn't know there was a match before the Conference League. You're the man, Premier League Dad. Cheers, Tony. Good to see you, mate. I am crew. It wasn't good walking back from the pub 2 weeks before Christmas when Kane missed the penalty. And Jake, what games are you doing on the weekend and Monday? Saturday is a very big day. So Saturday I'm live 3 times. I'm hoping you'll all stick with me on Saturday. So Saturday I am doing Chelsea away at Newcastle. That's 12:30. Then at 5:30 I'm doing Tottenham Liverpool. And then at 8 o'clock we're doing Everton against Arsenal. So 3 big games on Saturday night. Sunday it's Aston Villa against Man United. And then Monday, I think I've got 2 games on Monday. Yeah, I think I've got 2 games on Monday. Monday we're doing Mali against Zambia, followed by Fulham against Nottingham Forest. Anthony Lafleur, big up Key. As a Milan fan, I was a little nervous about this game, but I like the young holding midfielder we have backing up Modric and Jashari. Yeah, and on Jashari. Yeah, very talented midfielder, isn't he? Yeah, I've got a lot of expectations for Jashari. McTominay here. Napoli just knocking it all the way back to the keeper. I am crew 2. Do you want to win? Everton v Arsenal. Key, a draw would do me nicely. I'm happy with the draw. Yeah, I'd be delighted with the draw. Honestly, that one, I'd quite like Everton to win. I'd quite like Everton to win. Get something. Yeah, Everton or draw would be brilliant. Daniel, 3 streams in one day is too much. I wouldn't want you to get overworked. You should give the Arsenal game a miss. I thought you might say that, mate. Brendan, no Egypt. Typical. I just hate him. I hate him. Is that going to be a corner? It is. Napoli with the corner kick. Jake, on this day 3 years ago, France World Cup, Argentina final took place, and Argentina won the final on pens. They did. Right, it's a corner to Napoli. Mike Maignan couldn't keep that one in. Who's going to take it? Is it Neres? No? Who's come over to take it? Politano. Hugely underrated player, Politano. Like him a lot. Here we go. Højlund stood on the keeper. Napoli play it short. Poor. Poor. Very poor, that one. Oh, now AC Milan breaking out. This is better, but he gives it away, Loftus-Cheek. That's too easy. Far too easy. And it was Lobotka who came away with it. Napoli have, for what it's worth, Napoli have got the upper hand, I believe, in recent games. They've won 2 out of the last 3 against AC Milan. However, they have lost 2 out of the last 3 under Antonio Conte. So they've hit a bit of a rough patch, Napoli. Whereas AC Milan, it's very different under Massimiliano Allegri, rather. 1 defeat in 16 games for AC Milan. So, if nothing else, it has been they're a very difficult side to beat, AC Milan. So, all of the players' names on the shirt are in Arabic. Absolute, utter woke nonsense, that. Players' shirts names, well, only for AC Milan. AC Milan player shirt names are in Arabic. Not a lover of that. Daniel, is Lobotka hype justified? I mean, he's getting on a bit, Lobotka. He's a good player. He controls the game. How old is he now? He's got to be getting on for... Might even be over 30. I think he's about 30, maybe even 31. I'm sure he's getting on. Good player, though. Yeah, good player. I always feel like Lobotka missed his boat a little bit. Missed his chance. A little bit like Zielinski. I think Zielinski could have come to Liverpool a bit earlier in his career. Chimey, Key, who do you think will win the Champions League? Champions League? People keep asking me this, but I can't see past 6 teams, and I don't know which one will win it. I don't think Bayern will, but I think it's between Liverpool, City and Arsenal, Real Madrid, Barcelona and PSG. They're your 6 teams. I don't think Bayern can. every one of the other 6 could. I've got an equal chance as far as I'm concerned. Be lovely if I was surprised and actually some random team won it. Galatasaray. I am Crute. I'm amazed we've never seen Allegri in the Premier League. We could, yes, still time, I guess. Wonderful manager, isn't he, Max Allegri? Napoli pushing forward down the left-hand side. Here it is. Is it Politano? Yeah, Politano. Stands it up. Too easy. Headed away. AC Milan can't keep hold of it. It's all Napoli. Anthony says, bringing back Allegri has brought back organisation and structure into our back line, and signing guys like Modric, Rabiot, Ricci and Jassari has improved our midfield. Yes, absolutely. The Modric signing was inspired, wasn't it? But yeah, it feels like as soon as Allegri came in, it was so disorganised, wasn't it, under Conceição, and it just feels like he's come in and just settled everything down. Like I said, incredibly hard to beat. 1 defeat in 16 games tells you an awful lot about Milan, and they're getting back to a really solid base. They still have the threats going forward. They still got Leao, they still got Pulisic, and Kunku's still a bit hit and miss, but they've got ability, haven't they, going forward? Daz, I think we have a chance if we beat Marseille. We'll get through. Even if we lose to Marseille, we'll still qualify. It's really difficult not to qualify for the next round in the Champions League, to be honest. I am Crute. Oh, we've done that one. Sorry, Jake. I reckon we win 3-1 against Spurs with a Hugo Ekitike hat-trick. But yeah, Daz, I think we have a chance if we beat Marseille. And you asked about what team I would pick at the weekend. Again, it's going to be dependent entirely on whether or not which players are fit, I guess. If Szoboszlai, does he come back in? We have no idea, I guess. Jordan, so glad you had common sense and avoided the Palace game. I mean, that should be about 8-0, that, mate. You against Coops should be about 8-0. I don't know what side you've picked, though. What team have Palace picked? We're going to have the lineups on the right-hand side anyway, so you got the goals on the right-hand side, or rather this side, isn't it? I always get it. This side. You'll have them over this side. You'll have the goals and everything going on, so good stuff. Been so much positive media spin around him recently for some reason. Who's that? Allegri. Oh, I am Cruz. Speaking of Marseille, what's your thoughts on the major media outlets like Romano pushing Greenwood? Sorry. What are my thoughts on him pushing Greenwood? I don't know. I mean, I am a little bit torn on it all. Because if it was my daughter, my sister, my mum, my whatever, I wouldn't want him playing football full stop. I wouldn't. I absolutely wouldn't. On the flip side of that, I feel like that's why we don't have victims generally giving punishments in society, because if someone robbed your house, you'd want to chop their hands off, wouldn't you? You know, that's why we have balanced, independent people. Or a claim to. That's how the justice system should work. Now, he didn't get a punishment per se. His punishment was that he left Manchester United and he had to go to Marseille. It's really difficult, because at the end of the day, I feel like as a society, we have to offer people a route back from their crime. If you don't, then you just push them further into the abyss. It's not smart. It's not nice. They'll always carry that, and you'll always look at them and second guess them, and, you know, would I want him around my sister, daughter? No, absolutely not. So, is he a scumbag? Yes. Is it best if, as a society, we say you're a scumbag, you don't get to live any way, shape or form, you don't, I don't know. I don't think that's necessarily smart. So, should he play for England? No. Should he be in and around Manchester United? No. I think both of those have made the right decision, but the guy's still playing at the top level of football. He's still playing for Marseille in the Champions League. It's not like he's got a bad career. but I don't think he'll play for England. Prince Rupert, alright Key, I wasn't aware Italy had started the same nonsense Spain does with playing cup games in Saudi Arabia. Absolutely ridiculous, I can't believe the fans don't riot. Well, not only that, mate, we've got names on the back of the shirt in Arabic, just in case you're utter woke nonsense. Erdy, how's it going, Erdy Gaming? Chimey, going through it, Key, I broke my girl's trust and heart trying to test her love. I don't think she's coming back. Oh, Chimey, listen, there's always another day, mate. There's always another opportunity. Head up. Keep going. Try and make a better decision tomorrow. Try and make it up to her. You can always prove her. You can always prove to her you want to change things around. You can be a better person. Jordan, Lerma, S.A. Sosa, Dev, Uche, Benitez. Only known starters. That says it all. And 92FC, what do you think of Newcastle last night? Fortunate, I would say. Oh, Burgos are 2-1 up against Getafe in the Copa del Rey. I've got Getafe to go through there. Could do with Getafe. I fancy an AC Milan winning this one. Well, plenty of people saying Napoli. Dan, Palace playing practically the full reserve team, but will still win. And I am Crute. It's clear that the England players absolutely snap Greenwood whenever they play against him. Yeah, and it's understandable. It's totally understandable. He's going to be a pariah for what he did. Quite rightly. But I guess I'm looking at it two ways. I'm looking at it as, like I said, would I want him around my family? Absolutely not. Would I want him playing for my club, my country? Absolutely not. But at the same time, you kind of have to offer people an opportunity, a reprieve. If you don't, then you condemn them to become even worse people. So I don't know. That's a broader, bigger question on society and how we treat criminals, I guess. Not that I can't say I've ever been to prison or committed a crime before myself, so I guess if you can't do the crime, can't do the time, you shouldn't do the crime. I get that approach too, but it's a convoluted one. Be yourself, Dylan. Apparently the United ticket prices will skyrocket after their new stadium is built. Got to get it built first. Pup, evening goal. What's your thoughts on Wilfried Nancy completing Connect 4 last night? Do we think he'll stay? Apparently he's asking for a 2-game extension before they make a firm decision on whether or not they let him go. It feels a little bit harsh. I know he's lost 4, but it feels a little bit harsh to sack him after just 4 games, even if those 4 games were all defeats. Daniel, are the Fabregas quotes on Diao true? What do you think? Allegedly they are true. I think maybe they've been taken out of context. You know, some people are saying it's because he turned down Spain to play for Senegal. I'm not sure how true that is. But I do think, I think he's probably... If you as a manager know that a player is not fit enough to play and you say, well, I played him anyway because we've paid his wages, I think that will erode trust, won't it? That'll definitely erode trust with your players. Your players won't be happy with that, and Fabregas might find himself... I think he might learn a lesson from that one going forward. I am Crute. Asking for the 2-game extension after only being in for 4 games is a sign that you're not good enough. That's also a fair point. But I guess he feels he's walked into a bit of a shitstorm. I mean, that's also not true, though. People have said that he needs time. Well, Martin O'Neill came in and didn't they win 7 out of 8 games or something like that under Martin O'Neill? They had like an incredible run. They were all right for however many games under O'Neill. And then Nancy's come in. They've lost 4 off the back. So HGTXV. Today I went CEX to sell 3 PS4 controllers. They turned all of them away. I smashed the shop up standard. What are you on about? Is that serious? Have you actually smashed the shop up today? That's not very smart, is it? For the sake of 3 controllers. Kane, how's it going, Kane? Good to see you, mate. And Pup, already talk of getting Martin O'Neill and the gang back. Prince Rupert, well, it depends on how good Celtic have been playing under him. Are the stats good at all? Is he trying to implement a new system? Well, again, according to him, he's saying... Oh, that's got to be a pen, ref! Oh, he says no. Hoyland got straight back up. And I tell you what, quite a few AC Milan players there turning to the ref and saying he should be booked for that. That was a clear dive from Rasmus Hoyland. We can tell he's played for Man United. Strike. That's going to go behind for a corner. Rasmus Hoyland saying like that. He's going like that. He's saying, hey, I'm sorry. But it was a clear dive. It was a clear dive. Watch this here. Lobotka into Elmas. Elmas with a lovely flick. Højlund gets in front. And then, as he's going forward, watch this. Who is it? Oh, that is absolutely outrageous behaviour. Oh, that's shocking. That's shocking. That is absolutely dreadful. It's a corner to Napoli. Strike. Oh, just wide. It's going to be a goal kick. HCTXV had to be done. £19 a controller. So you smashed the shop up for the sake of 58 quid. Or 57 quid, rather. Jesus Christ, mate. Jake, Real Madrid almost lost to a Division 5 in Spain. They needed an Mbappe hat-trick. Yeah, it wasn't even an Mbappe hat-trick. It was an own goal as well. Josh, would you take 70 mil for Isaac and Wirtz in January? No, that's a ridiculous question, Josh. Let's be grown-ups. Let's be grown-ups, Josh. Kane says, Key, Wilfred played, didn't he? Wilfred played? What do you mean he played? You mean he was a player? He had a playing career. I think he was lower leagues in France, though. He wasn't like a manager that has done anything really in his playing career, but I'm pretty sure he played lower level of France. Daniel, should a player be booked for diving if they don't claim for it? Well, I guess if you're anticipating contacts and you go down because you think it's coming, that's a dive, however you dress it up. I mean, I know it's like done in split second, but he's tried to con the ref. That's, yeah. And I'll tell you something, to be honest, no matter what happens to Rasmus Højlund, he's going to have to get absolutely two-footed in the box to get a penalty now. Because that referee is going to be second-guessing him for the rest of this game, isn't he? That ref's going to be looking at him and going, nope, you're not getting nothing because you've already tried to trick me once. No chance. Prince Rupert says, wow, they've got ref POV cam. That's incredible. Yeah, it's not just ref. I think they've got the players as well. I think one or two of the players have got it on him, I'm sure. Josh, they've been awful for us, bud. Wirtz is awful. You can't have watched much of Liverpool recently then, mate. Florian Wirtz has been one of our best players recently. Kane, Key, your YouTube setup is... Oh, cheers, man. Hey, listen, I'm still getting there. There's still quite a bit to do. I'd rather Milner back than Wirtz. Well, thank God you're not in charge of the first team, eh? Got a season ticket, pal. Hey, well, congratulations. Well done. Well done, you. You're a lucky fella. Dead man's boots for season tickets at Liverpool, isn't it? Josh is either a Man United fan or uses Twitter to assess games. James Milner, what a player he is. Prince Rupert's... we've done that one, sorry. Yeah, Martin O'Neill coming back to Celtic. Could that be a good decision? Daz, do you think any of our players will be in the team of the year? Do I think any Liverpool players will be in the team of the year? I think Szoboszlai should be. I think by the end of the season, it's plausible that we see at least Dominic Szoboszlai, maybe Alisson. Depends how the rest of the season goes. But, yeah, it's going to be dominated by whoever wins the league, isn't it? Always is. PFA Team of the Year always is. Martin O'Neill has had his last game. Oh, that was a naughty tackle. Was that on Pavlovic? Politano absolutely scything him down. And it's a free kick to AC Milan. 25 yards or 25 metres. Was it? Well, it's the 25th minute of the game. I'm sure it came up 25 something then, whether it was 25 yards or 25 metres out. Kane, does Szoboszlai get in over Rice, Caicedo and Xhaka? I guess it depends where Chelsea finish. I think Caicedo, I think Dominic Szoboszlai has had a better season than Moise Caicedo so far, yes. Yeah. Moise Caicedo's been sent off. He's been a bit of a liability at times. He's been very good as well, but Dominic Szoboszlai has never once been a liability this season. Dominic Szoboszlai for the full season has almost carried Liverpool. I don't think that's necessarily true with Moise Caicedo. But Xhaka and Rice, yes. For me, it would be Xhaka, Rice, Szoboszlai would be the midfield three. Kane says maybe individual, however, when it comes to team of the season, normally goes after team as well. That's what I mean, yeah. I was going to say it depends on what the team does. If City end up winning the league, then I would imagine the 6 City players in that team of the year. There'll be Nico O'Reilly in there, there'll be Haaland, there'll be maybe Bernardo Silva, maybe Doku, I don't know. It'll be dominated by whoever wins the league, it always is. Anfield goal getter, you good man, how's it going? Good to see you. How's things? Szoboszlai, honourable mention for me so far. Big fella, Stoke City. How's it going, big fella? Palace will lose today. Palace against Coops today in the Europa Conference League. Oh, Rasmus Højlund just left one on Mike Maignan there. Oh, and now AC Milan driving forward. Is it going to be... Are they going to carry on? No, I think Magnan's going to get some help here. The game's been stopped by the referee. I think Magnan's okay, he's back up, but Højlund left one on him. Let's just see. Did he actually catch him here? Not anywhere near as much as perhaps he made out. Anfield goal getter, not too bad, man. Love your lives. Wow, I appreciate that, man. I'd love to have you on maybe one time if you're up for it. McTominay says Arthur Mack. Oh, that was a naughty one. I'd say what, there's some tackles flying in here. Rabiot's gone in hard on... Is it Politano, I think? Rabiot absolutely flew in on him here. Could be a yellow. I think it will be a yellow. McTominay's going over and having a word with the ref. Yeah, Rabiot goes down and... Oh, nah. It's you know what? That's a little bit like the Diego Simeone, David Beckham flick out, you know. Rabiot was on the floor there and he's just swung a leg out. He was already... His arse is on the floor and he's kicked out at the player. Yeah, it's a bit odd, but I'm not sure you're going to get a red for that. Liam, hi Key. How come the Conference League is still on this week but the other two aren't? I think it's because there's not as many teams in the Conference League and they have to space the games out because there's only one knockout round. So... yeah, it's something to do with the number of teams in the tournament. Asan, Prime Mahrez or Prime Sterling? Prime Mahrez. Easy. Easy peasy. Anfield goal getter. Thanks, man. Would love that. Yeah, drop us a follow, mate. Yeah, absolutely. We'll have to do something. It'd be good. Kane, apparently Napoli are going to trigger the clause for Rasmus. Wouldn't be a surprise. I mean, he's certainly diving a lot more. He could probably fit back in at United now, Kane, with the amount of diving he's doing. But he's done all right, hasn't he? Can't really fault Rasmus Højlund since he's gone there. Prince Rupert, Conte still without a single grey hair. I wonder how he does it. Have you seen the video of Conte? I think it was at the 2002 World Cup in Korea. He scored like an overhead kick for Italy. And he runs off, and honestly, he looks like Zidane. He's like his head, and then all of a sudden, bang! Whatever he's done with his hair, he's got a full head of hair now. Love it. You're a diver, Harry. Kane, last I heard, you guys were diving, Kane. Nah, Liverpool don't dive. We don't have players that dive, Kane. You've misheard. I can assure you're mistaken on that one. Daniel, it's time Rabiot grows up. Diving down the table. Oh, here he is. Here he is. Diving down the table. I can't really deny it either. AC Milan, opening 30 minutes here. We're still yet to have a meaningful chance on goal. AC Milan pushing forward. Going to be a corner. Is it a corner? No. Pavlovic. Final touch. Daniel, what do you think of Fernandes? Bruno Fernandes. What do I think of Bruno Fernandes saying he feels unwanted by the club? I'm going to sound like a bell. I'm going to sound like an absolute arrogant, patronising bell when I say this. And I don't mean to. But I said it. I did say this in the summer. I said he is literally being forced out the door by Man United. He's been offered 100 million. United have been offered 100 million by Saudi. And they would love him to go. They would have absolutely loved him to go. He flew to Saudi to meet with whoever the manager of... Was it Al Nassr? Or Al Hilal? I can't remember who it was who bid for him. Napoli in down the right-hand side is Højlund. He's got McTominay with him. Hit it. What are you doing? Good strike. Oh, and it was McTominay, just wide. First big chance. Adam, Da, official, big up. How's it going? Anthony Lafleur, Jashari's ability to deliver through balls and recover possession is what I like a lot. Yes, he's really composed, isn't he? It doesn't seem like... You get midfielders who've just got that 360 vision and are very comfortable on the ball, and he's absolutely got that. But yeah, Bruno Fernandes, we literally said in the summer, United desperately want him to go. And everyone was saying, no, keep him. And that's all fine, but I guarantee you they would have much preferred the £100 million in their pocket than Bruno Fernandes this season. Adam, are you rooting for Napoli? I'm just rooting for a goal, mate. I haven't really got a preference on who wins this one. I like both teams. I like Napoli, I like Milan. Yeah, I haven't really got a preference on who wins this one. But I just want to see a good game, and I'm watching the game, same as you are, just to see if there might be anything of interest. And so far, it's been more about tackles and fouls and niggly little challenges and stuff. There's not really been an awful lot of football played in this one. Who's been the better side in this game? There you go. I've just answered your question before you asked it. There's not really been any of them that have seized the opportunity. I guess Napoli at a push have had a half chance in the game. AC Milan haven't really had anything. Anfield goal getter, Liverpool are on the up. He'll never walk alone. Big game for us this weekend, mate, isn't it? Spurs 5:30. I'll be live for that one. Be interested to see if we can actually get a result at Spurs, given how bad Thomas Frank's doing, and can we put the pressure on him? Who knows? Callum says, Roofs, Timber, Gabriel, Keane, O'Reilly, Rice, Caicedo, Xhaka, Szoboszlai, Thiago, Haaland. 4-3-1-2. That'd be your team of the season, would it? Okay. Michael Keane. I mean, I know he's had a decent season for Everton, but team of the season, Michael Keane. Come on. Esan, Prime Mane, or Prime Mahrez. I think it's tough, both underrated. Prime Mane. I don't think that's as difficult. I liked Mahrez. Mahrez was much better than Sterling, but I think Mane's much better than Mahrez. I think Mane was a proper difference maker, so consistent as well. Kane, I think it's clear that Amorim has kept Bruno and not the club. Hey, that's certainly a possibility. I think from what Bruno was saying though, he was saying he stayed because of family ties, and I think his family are quite settled, or his kids are still in school, and he doesn't want to kind of uproot them and leave now at this point in their schooling or whatever, and they weren't ready to just kind of up and leave to Saudi all of a sudden. So, yeah, I don't know. AC Milan, far post, chance, over the bar. It was Rabiot, backstick. Got a header on it, but didn't quite get a clean connection. Over the bar it goes. Still 0-0 in this one. Prince Rupert, Michael Keane has been a giant so far this season. He has, at the back for Everton, he has been a giant, and he's scored a fair few goals as well. But I still wouldn't be putting him team of the season. He's been your best player, I would argue, this season, but I still wouldn't be putting him team of the season. Anfield goal gets a nice match. This it's not one of the better ones that we've watched on the channel. I think we could have watched. We've watched others, but so far there's a lot of good players on the pitch. I'm hoping that it just steps up a notch Oh, that's a great ball. Napoli chance. It's going to be a corner. That's better. Kane, Conte wears a wig like Yuki. Hey, I wish. I'd love wear a wig. I'm on the... I'm going to get some of that. What's that fibre stuff? Get them fibres you put on your hair. Daniel, you can take the football out of Italy, but you can't take the Italy out of the football. And Daniel, do you know the reasons for all the absentees today? No, not all of them. I can see that in terms of absentees, are you talking about the bench or just the... De Bruyne has got a thigh injury. So has Anguissa. Gilmore's got a groin injury. Rafa Leao's got a hamstring injury. Jimenez has got an ankle injury. So those aren't even in Saudi. AC Milan on the counter, 3v2. It should be a goal here. Oh, it's shocking from Nkunku. It's absolutely shocking from Nkunku. That is unforgivable, that. That is absolutely unforgivable. And I tell you what, Fikayo Tomori bursts past him. Watch this. On the counter-attack, AC Milan here, they get clear and it's 3-on-2. And Tomori covers... Oh my God, what a run that is from Tomori. He's got from his own penalty area to the opposition penalty area. He's there waiting for the overlap. Oh, and honestly, the fact that Nkunku doesn't roll that pass into him. Oh, I wouldn't speak to him again. I wouldn't speak to him again. That is shocking. Both sides have not been clinical, says Adam. That's very true. Damn it, Nkunku, says Anthony LaFleur. Terrible miss. Terrible miss. Terrible decision not to pass to him. And Anthony LaFleur, Rabiot just over the bar. Great cross by Salamakers. And Prince Rupert, to be fair, not exactly a ton of interesting conference matches tonight. Yeah, I mean, to be honest, the conference matches is... Yeah, you've got Shelbourne, you've got Shamrock Rovers, you've got... who else? The Shelbourne, Shamrock Rovers, and... Obviously Palace. I'm trying to think who the others are. Napoli are in! David Neres, it's 1-0! There you go! Napoli have scored! It's 1-0. David Neres has pinched one. And it's been coming, I guess. That I mean, from either team that we've seen in the last, 10 minutes, it's gone from a 30 minutes opening where kind of everyone's just been feeling each other out and seeing what's going on. But it's a calamity at the back from AC Milan yet again. Yeah, Rabiot got booked as well a couple of minutes ago. That's just popped up on screen. But yeah, the ball got played into Højlund. Højlund pulls it in. It's so simple, really, for David Neres. And the goalkeeper, I think, you're going to look at Maignan on this one. Wait till you see the save. It's not a save. I think Mike Maignan has to do a whole lot better here. But it's really, really poor defensively from AC Milan. Really poor. Rasmus Højlund got the assist. David Neres with an absolute tap-in. And it's Napoli 1, AC Milan 0 here. Open play goal for Napoli. Daniel, Spider-Cam is better in Spanish and Italian matches. And Rat King, why are so many United fans siding with Greenwood now? I have no idea. I wasn't aware that so many United fans were. That's really poor from Mike Maignan. Very poor. Could understand. Maybe Chelsea should have signed him after all. Maignan with the assist. And Mike's Maignan as well, Key. Mike's Maignan. Adam, no one was marking him. They weren't marking him. But I feel like as soon as Mike Maignan, as soon as he comes out for that, You've got to get your hands to it. Really poor. AC Milan pushing forward. Here we go on the chance on the counter. Here's Nkunku. It's gone behind for a corner. Another corner. Look at that as well. And they've got the match ball that he scored with, and they then auction it off. Kane, what happened to Nkunku? I wish I knew. I mean, it feels like every player that has had that sort of a drop-off, nobody can quite understand why. Like Sancho, what's happened? Sancho was the hot property in Europe. And Kunku, just Timo Werner. There's loads of them, isn't there? AC Milan need Turbo Timo. Daniel, do you know how Neres got his girlfriend? Did he take her for a cheeky Nando's? Oh, unlucky. Better, much, much better this from AC Milan, though. Bundesliga hype, says Daniel. Come on, what happened to Neres? How did Neres get his girlfriend? You've intrigued me now. I'm very much intrigued. Adam, did you see the FIFA Intercontinental Cup final yesterday? PSG beat Brazilian giants Flamengo on pens. I saw the result. I haven't yet seen the game or the highlights, so I'm not entirely sure what happened with that one. But yeah, PSG winning it as expected. Napoli ball in. Great defending from Pavlovic, I think, at the far post. And Kunku back defending it. And Tomori gets it away. Daniel, he DM'd her on Instagram. I'm David Neres. Come to me. The rest is history. Oi, oi, oi. To be honest, if you're a footballer, that's exactly how bold you'd need to be. That is pretty much how you'd need to be, I would imagine. Kane heard there wasn't much room in the car when Neres and his girlfriend went driving. And Adam says Dembele missed the penalty and skied it. It's in Qatar. Now, do we think we're going to get an equaliser here before half-time? I'm not sure. Listen, stick around at half-time, by the way, because we've got our quiz coming up. Big quiz coming up at half-time. MC, what is the Intercontinental Cup final? Is that new? It's not new. No, it's the same thing that every year happens. The Champions League winners play the Copa Libertadores. It's like a full-on intercontinental tournament. Yeah, it's the same thing that happens every year, and nearly always the Champions League winners win it. Liverpool did a few years ago. City did. I can't remember the last time that the Champions League winners didn't actually win it. Liverpool didn't win it in 2006 when we went. Because obviously we won it in 2005 and we got beat by... It might have been Flamengo. We played Deportivo Saprissa of Costa Rica and we beat them on that one. But I think we got beat by... It was a Brazil... No, I think it was Sao Paulo. It was Sao Paulo we lost to in the final. And Rogerio Ceni played in the final. The goalkeeper that took free kicks. Oh, one of the goalkeepers that took free kicks. Because obviously there was Jose Luis Silverware as well, who you might remember. But Rogerio Ceni used to score free kicks as a goalkeeper. An Intercontinental Cup, you might say. Yeah, the clue's in the name. Was that not the World Club Cup? It was called the World Club Cup then. Yeah, the Club World Cup. The Intercontinental Cup and the Club World Cup were interchangeable. They were used interchangeably. And then all of a sudden the FIFA World Club Cup was used last year for the first time, or earlier this year, the one that Chelsea ended up winning. So that's a whole new tournament that only gets hosted every 4 years. So the next one is 2029, isn't it? And Chelsea are going to be able to call themselves world champions for the next 4 years. How crazy is that? Adam says Corinthians back in 2012. Big win against Chelsea. Was it really? Aye, there you go. I didn't know that. And Chelsea this year was the only team to stop PSG from winning 7 trophies. It would have been Liverpool as well, though. Liverpool only lost to on pens. AC Milan cleared away. Steve McNair. How's it going, Steve? Hey, all. Some sad news today. American race car legend Greg Biffle and his family died in a plane crash. Greg Biffle. Can't say I know the name, but incredibly sad that. Plane crash as well. Not many go in a plane crash. Very rare. Leonard Skinner did, of course, didn't they? Buddy Holly as well. This just took a dark turn. But yeah, a huge, big sorrow for that guy. Very sad, Steve. Greg Biffle, R.I.P. Adam says, Luis Enrique almost got everything right. Only one bad game in the final against Chelsea. Kane, Emiliano Sala, of course, yeah. Safest form of travel. Daniel, Coventry Airport announced its closure recently. Very sad. Didn't even know Coventry had an airport. MC, anyway, never mind the Club World Cup. More importantly, why do you hate Salah? Loathe him. Just absolutely, I'm not kidding. Of course I don't hate Salah. But I do not think that Egypt will win the AFCON. Let's say that. Steve, it was his own privately owned Cessna. They're the ones, aren't they? The Cessnas are usually the ones. I mean, the Cessna was what Emiliano Sala. That was the plane that they were flying was a Cessna as well. Steve, sorry to bring the mood down, Key. Back to football. Hey, listen, Steve, we can talk about anything and everything in here, especially tonight. Let's be honest, this live is not going to do bits. This live is going to be a live that keeps the run going, the everyday, live every day. But it's not a live that's going to transform the channel. There's not an awful lot of people that will watch Napoli against AC Milan on Premier Sports 1 on a Thursday night. It's just one of them things. I thought this would be a big game. I thought that we'd get a decent audience for it, but sadly not. Tom, hey up, Key. How are we, fella? I'm good, Tom. How are you, mate? Good to see you. And Kane, Austria for the World Cup. Nichols, hi, mate. Who's your dark horses for this World Cup? Dark horses. I've done this before. Dark horses would be... if they get there, someone like Sweden, Norway too, yeah, Norway's a good shout, but someone like Sweden, I do think Sweden have got the wherewithal if they get the right fix with Graham Potter, Kulusevski, Bergvall, Isak, Gyökeres. There's some absolute quality players in Scandinavia at the minute. Adam says Napoli wins if today's. They might prevent the Milan derby final to happen, and Inter could still win the trophy in 2025 despite going trophyless last season. But they wouldn't be going trophyless for the entire 2025 if they win this Supercoppa. They'll have to beat Bologna and one of these two sides, Napoli and AC Milan, to do that. Daniel, it was private for the last 10 years, but I did flying lessons there. Oh, hey, check you out. I didn't know you was a pilot, mate. That's awesome. That's so cool. Prince Rupert, Sweden haven't even qualified yet. That's very true. They haven't qualified. They still have a couple of qualifying games to play at the very least. But I think they've got enough quality in there that they could maybe be a dark horse. They've obviously got a new manager, Graham Potter. I still think Graham Potter's a good player. Good manager. Not a good player. A good manager. One Durales says, hope you're okay, Key. Keep up the good work. Since coming across your channel, I've been here nearly every day. To be honest, you're the most genuine out there. Oh, if only you knew. I'm only kidding. No, that's very nice of you to say. That's really, really nice of you to say. Thank you. I appreciate that. It's little comments like that just keep me going. So I appreciate that. Thank you very much. Nicholas 2K. Oh, we've done that one. Sorry, be yourself, Dylan. Graham Potter is a cracking player. And Daniel, I did get a job offer today. Not a pilot yet. I'll be applying for a scholarship next month. And you've done nearly 10 years of flying. Wow. That's awesome, mate. Honestly, that's really cool. I'd have loved to have done that. I'd never have been able to anyway with the epilepsy. I could never do it. So that's, you wouldn't want me flying your plane. So that's absolutely fantastic. That's awesome, mate. Well done. Seriously, well done. Very impressive. Tom, I'm good, mate. Just been in the Italian with the missus. I'm about to slip into a food coma. What did you have? Hey, and how's the engagement and everything going? The wedding planning. How's the wedding planning going, Tom? Kane says Nigeria have Osimhen, Iwobi, Boniface, Chukwueze, Bassi. Yeah, hey, very true. African, I mean, look at Senegal. Senegal have got some players. Iliman and Dai, Ghana Gay, Mendy, Koulibaly. They don't really have a weakness, Senegal. Just a lot of quality players. Daniel, yeah, you're very genuine. Your hate for Arsenal cannot be denied. Moderate dislike. I'd never use the word hate, but moderate dislike. Michael says basketball legend Kobe Bryant and his 13-year-old daughter died in 2020. They did, Michael, yes. And obviously, hey, Leicester owners as well in a helicopter crash. We've massively brought the tone down here. I apologise. Should we do the quiz? Should we do the quiz? I brought the I prepared a quiz. I prepared a very specific quiz. So let's do a quiz. Should we do a quiz at half time? Let me know your thoughts. Tom, good mate, looking at 2027 wedding date. Love it. Love that. You only do it once. Best day of your life until you have kids. You'll be amazing. You'll have a great day. And also, I would say this. It'll be the best day of your life no matter how much you spend. So, like, we spent a fortune. I'm glad we spent a fortune. But I reckon we'd have had a great day and just as good a day if we'd have spent half what we actually did. So I wasn't that guy who was like, oh, do we have to get this? Do we have to get that? My wife got pretty much everything she wanted for the wedding. The only thing, I said no to one thing, right? And I'm going to tell you what it was, and you can tell me if I was being unreasonable, because I still to this day get stick off my missus for this. She wanted for our wedding, which I thought was it was too extra. We're working class, we're not that way, right? But it was too extra. And it was also really expensive, right? She wanted, and it was going to cost, oh, for God's sake, let me do this capture thing. She wanted, it was going to cost £700, was it 7? I think it was 900 actually. It was 900 for two, that was it. It was 900 quid, right? She wanted us to pay for our wedding for 2 fake cherry blossom trees. Japanese cherry blossom trees. And I was like, well, what are we going to do with them once we've bought them? We've no need for them. We can't plant them. They're fake. She was like, oh, no, you're only renting them. I said, excuse me? I'm paying £900 for 2 fake trees for our wedding and I only get them for the day. I mean, I don't want them any longer than that, but that is absolutely outrageous. So she wanted two trees for 900 quid. I said, absolutely, on your bike, girl. No chance. You can have anything else you want. Absolutely anything else, it's yours. But this, absolutely not. Adam says, who's your Premier League team? Do you have one that you support at heart? I'm a Liverpool fan, Adam. Yeah, I'm a big Liverpool fan. We'll watch Liverpool pretty much, well, no, not pretty much, that would be a lie. Every game, every Liverpool game, I am live. But I'm also live for everyone else, pretty much. We'll cover everyone throughout the season. We've done 40 different competitions on this channel. I'm live on Christmas Day as well. I'm even doing the Saudi Pro League on Christmas Day. So, and I'm doing about 5 AFCON games over the next week and a half. So if you like this sort of thing, make sure you do give us a like and a follow. Steve says $900 rent a tree. Sounds legit. Honestly, I was in the wrong business. At that point, I was like, I need to quit my job and start a tree renting business. Prince Rupert says, haha, you defo did the right thing to say no to that key. Not even a forest of those trees is worth that. I thought it was real. I genuinely thought it was going to be a real tree. I was like, I mean, we could stick it in the back garden, love, but I'm not sure, you know. Adam, yes, I'll subscribe to your channel. You're welcome. When is your next live stream? I'm live every single day, Adam. If there's a day where I am not live, it's because something drastic has happened. Maybe I'm really poorly, or my little girl's been poorly, or something like that. But I'm live every single day. There is a game on every single day, including the off-season. I'm live, so I'll be watching everyone. We've watched the Finnish league and the Latvian league and the Icelandic league on this channel. So I'll watch anyone and everyone. I just love footy. Fatima says, I trust Napoli and they're going to do it tonight. Adam says, what's the difference between the Liverpool and Manchester accents? Liverpool's is a little bit harsher. Manchester's a little bit more drony. It's a little bit longer. Apparently it's due to, in Manchester, they had more factories and you had to enunciate your words. So you had to enunciate over the noise of the machines in the factories. So they'd say, you're right. You're right. It'd be stuff like that in Manchester. Whereas Liverpool, it was down the docks and it was a little bit more... I'm not going to do it, but you know what I mean. Brendan, so you're saying you ruined your wife's wedding day for over 900 quid. Listen, that's my motto in marriage. My motto in life, actually. She gets... If she asks me 99... If she asks me 100 things, she'll get 99 of them, because I don't care about 99 of them, to be honest. She can have whatever she wants. Keep her happy. Keeps her happy, no problem. She's happy with it. But the one thing I will say no to, if I actually care about it, it's no, and she knows it's no. But I don't say no very often. But generally speaking, that's the way to a happy marriage. Say no very, very rarely, but still say it. Daniel says, you could have bought Chinese cherry blossom bonsai trees for a lot less. Would have been cheaper going to Japan and cutting the real thing down. And Liverpool sounds like Mickey Mouse found a megaphone. Tom said, that's over the top. Kane, my boy's nearly won now, Key. Mate, my little girl's had a Christmas party today. Oh, it's so sad. It's not sad, it's beautiful. And enjoy that time. It goes so quick, it really does. They just walk out the door to school and they come back a new person. It feels like every week I've lost someone and then got her back. Some completely new. But it's beautiful. It's all good. It's a nice part of life. Prince Rupert says, happy wife, happy life. And Adam says, yesterday, Jorginho said, we didn't win the trophy that we wanted so much, but that is football. And that's for Flamengo, ex-Arsenal and Chelsea. Brendan, are you doing this quiz? Oh, shit, we were doing a quiz. Right, here we go. I remembered. Right, quiz. Here we go. So this is the question. Given that we are watching a Serie A, we're watching two Serie A teams, right? I want you to tell me the top 20 Premier League signings from Serie A by transfer fee. Right? The top 20 by transfer fee from Serie A to the Premier League. Give them. Fire them away. It's nice to see pen and paper. Hey, old school. Yeah, I've got pen and paper. I'm ready to go. And I've got a follow-up question after that, which is a little bit different. So yeah, give me your top 20. Well, not yours. It's not to be determined. It's absolutely crystal clear. These are the top 20 players who have moved from Serie A directly to the Premier League, and it's based on transfer fee. Brendan says Lukaku. No, not Lukaku. Not Lukaku. Oh, actually, Lukaku... Hang on a second. Your first answer might have screwed me here. You might have screwed me on the first one. Yes, sorry. I apologise. Yes. Lukaku is correct. He is number 2. I thought I'd got him on a later on in the list, but no, you're right. Romelu Lukaku he is number 2, you're right. Not Rude Hullet. Calafiori is correct. So, Calafiori was number 10. He is £45 million. Not Zola. Reinders is correct, Martin. How's it going, Martin? Reinders is correct. He is number 8. 55 million to Manchester City. Paul Pogba. Yes, Paul Pogba is correct. He is number 1. 105 million to Manchester United. Do you know what we'll do at the end of this? We'll do how many of these were actually a success. So Pogba 1, Lukaku 2, Reinders 8, Calafiori 11 you've got so far. Keep them coming. Keep your guesses coming in. Kane to Scamacca. Yes, Scamacca is correct. Scamacca is number 18. 35 million to West Ham. Not Patrick Dorgu, though. Not Patrick Dorgu. Alex says, evening, Key. How's it going? Martin says, good, Miki. You? I'm good, mate. I'm very good, thank you. Good to see you. Always good to have you in. Daniel, Graham Souness. I hate Paul Pogba. That's your job. Kane, Sandro Tonali. Excellent shout. Yeah, Sandro Tonali is 5th. Oh, sorry, 6th. 6th Sandro Tonali is. 60 million quid to Newcastle. Keep them coming. Keep your guesses coming in. Atalanta came back against Chelsea a few weeks ago. They did, Adam, yes. And Chiesa, says Brendan, note, Chiesa to Liverpool was only 12 million quid. Shevchenko, says Daniel. Yes, Shevchenko is number 12. 44 million quid AC Milan to Chelsea. And Chukwueze, no, not Chukwueze, not Ashley Young. Rasmus Højlund, there you go. Rasmus Højlund has been confirmed and ratified. It's £78 million from Napoli, from Manchester United to, from Atalanta to Manchester United. 78 million. And it'll be back the other way, I'm sure, soon, won't it? So yeah, Rasmus Højlund was 3rd. So you got Pogba, Lukaku, Højlund. 78 million from Atalanta to Manchester United. Not Pato. No. Not Pato. Prince Rupert says, what is this? Man United flop list? It is basically, isn't it? Yeah. Pogba, Højlund, Lukaku. There's a few more United players on this list, actually. They're all in there, though. And, we're doing players who have moved directly from Serie A to the Premier League. Only that way. Serie A to the Premier League. The top 20 most expensive. Brendan, 78 million. Jesus Christ. It's pricey, isn't it? Very pricey. Clarkey, that's correct. Andre Onana. Yep, Andre Onana, 50 million from Inter Milan to Manchester United. So there you go. There's another one. We've got Onana. We've got Tonali. We've got Højlund. We've got Lukaku. We've got Pogba. We've got Shevchenko. And we've got Scamacca so far. Still got quite a few left to go. Mohamed Salah. There you go. That's a great shout. Kane. Yeah, Mohamed Salah is correct. From Roma to Liverpool, he was number 16 on this list. In the top 20, from Serie A to the Premier League, Salah is only number 16. 42 million. What a signing that was again. Prince Rupert, Moise Kean. No, Moise Kean's a good shout, but it doesn't quite make the list. He is just below number 20. Who is a current Premier League player, by the way. Number 20. Palace have gone 1-0 in front against Coops. Uche with the goal. Alisson Becker, correct. Clarkey, yeah. Alisson Becker's there. He's number 4. 72 million. Let me just get the clock started for the second half. Come on, Key. Hang on. Sort your life out, mate. There you go. Right. Better. We're much better. Uche Palace 1-0, says Adrian. Anton says Caicedo. Forgot he was from Brighton. Brendan says, are you adjusting for inflation? Henry and Bergkamp. I'm not adjusting for inflation, no. It is just the figures as stated. Alisson Becker was correct, sorry. 72 million. He is number 4 in the list from Roma to Liverpool. Still a bargain, wasn't it? Juan Sebastian Veron is correct. Lazio to Man United. Another one who maybe was a questionable one. 13th on the list, 43 million. Not Cristiano Ronaldo. No, he never went from... Oh, he did go from Juventus to Man United, didn't he? But he was... What on the list? How much was he? I've not wrote him down. It was 15 million euros. Yeah, so no, Ronaldo to Manchester United was not in the list. Not Savona at Forest, no. Not Evan Ferguson, not Edwin van der Sar. Van der Sar went from Juventus to Fulham, didn't he? And it was 12 million quid. Yeah, not Stam, no. Jaap Stam went the other way, didn't he? Jaap Stam went Manchester United to Lazio. M15, 15 million. Yeah, 15 million euros. That's what Manchester United paid. It was a 15 million euro fee Man United paid Juventus. 15 million over 5 years. 3 million up front and the other 12 million to be paid in instalments. It was 15 million plus 8 million in add-ons, basically. That's what United agreed to pay. Nearly 25. Not Higuain, no. We've kicked off for the second half. We might as well just keep it running now. Modric is out warming up. Patrice Evra, no. Patrice Evra went from Monaco to Man United, then Man United to Juventus. So the other way he went. M15 says, mad ain't it how much money's just took over. Well, wait till you see the rest of these, by the way. You're still missing number 5 on this list. So you've got so far, I'll run through them. You've got Pogba, you've got Lukaku, you've got Rasmus Højlund, you've got Alisson. You're then missing number 5. You've then got Tonali. You're missing number 7. You've got Reinders. You're missing number 9. You've got Onana, which is number 10. You've got Calafiori, Shevchenko, Veron. You're missing another Man United flop at 14. You're missing another current Premier League player at 15. Salah is number 16 in this list. You got him. You got Skamaka at 18, and that is it. So you've still got like five or six left to get. Jorginho is correct, yeah. Jorginho to Chelsea, 57 million. That's 7th on the list. Brendan says Morata. No, not Morata. Not Morata. Adam says finals on Monday. Graham says great goal by Palace. What we're saying, sorry, Adrian, what are you doing, Key? What's this we're doing? We are doing the top 20, because we're watching Napoli against AC Milan. I'm keeping it with a theme. So we're looking for the top 20 players who have played, top 20 players who have moved directly from Serie A to the Premier League. So it's by transfer fee. So the most expensive signings by Premier League clubs directly from Serie A. That's what I'm looking for, the top 20. We've gone through and we've got about 14 of them so far. I've got the list here. Did Modric ever buy Swansea City? He did, yes. I think he's invested in it. And I think Snoop Dogg has as well, hasn't he? Kane, Cancelo is correct, yeah. Cancelo and Joshua Zirkzee is as well. Good shout, Kane. Cancelo is 5th, 65 million. And who was the other one you said? Sorry, Zirkzee. Joshua Zirkzee, another Manchester United flop. 14th on the list, 42 million. So you're missing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You're missing 5. There's still 5 to go. Tone, what about a keeper from Chelsea who refused to be substituted? Kepa, not Kepa. Kepa was from Athletic Bilbao, wasn't he? And Brendan says Dossena, Aurelio. Not Dossena and Aurelio, no. Dossena was, I think, 7 million quid from Udinese. That's where we signed him from. Adrian says Davide Santon. No. Inter Milan to Newcastle, that one. Wasn't quite a big deal. Koulibaly to Chelsea, says Kane. Yep, he's number 17, 41 million. Daniel, how many Italians left? That's a great question. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4 left to get, and none of them are Italian. Not Matthijs de Ligt. No. Adrian says Davide Santon. We've already done that one, sorry. Crespo to Chelsea. No, Crespo to Chelsea was actually only 17 million quid, you know. That was actually quite cheap. What a player he was, though, by the way. Kane says Dan and Doy to Forest. Yeah, that's correct. You're defo cheating now, Kane. You're defo cheating. Dan and Doy is absolutely bang on the money. 15 in the list, and he's 42 million. Dossena is the answer to naming a random Premier League player. And Felipe Anderson to West Ham as well, Kane. Kane again. There you go. Yeah, Kane it is. Kane is correct. Felipe Anderson, 19th in the list. 38 million to West Ham. In fact, there's two there. Anderson and Scamacca both went to West Ham for 38 million quid from Serie A. Both of them pretty crap as well. There is two left. Two left. You need number 20 in the list. And number 8. No, number 9. Number 20 and number 9. In this list, you're still missing. Not Adrian Mutu. Another great shout, though. What a player he was. Napoli bursting forward. Good chance. Strike from the edge of the box. Oh, big save from Mannion. One Dereless is key. I'm guessing a lot of people's Google searches are going wild for these answers. This is how hard it is to do a quiz, though, isn't it? Because you've got to try and do a quiz that people, if they are frantically Googling, trying to spoil it for the rest of us, then, you know, it's still a bit of a pain in the arse for them. They don't get it straight away. Not Zlatan. No, Zlatan doesn't quite make it. Oh, Mannion, I tell you what. Might be a red card, this. That was a bit naughty from Mike Mannion. Malik Thiaw, there you go. Kane's got it. Malik Thiaw, literally currently in the Prem. He is correct, from AC Milan to Newcastle. He's number 20 in the list. And Daniel, can we get the years of the transfers? Number 9 is, I think he's about the last 5 or 6 years. Let me find out. I'll give you an exact year. 2022. So it wasn't last 5 years. Last 3, basically. 2022, he moved. Oh, no. 2021. Because he was on loan first. There's a VAR check here for the possible red card on Mike Mannion. And then it would be maybe a penalty as well. But yeah, it is... it's 21-22. No red card, no penalty. There you go. Mike Mannion gets away with one. It was in the 21-22 season. This player came from Serie A to the Premier League on loan for the first season. And then, yeah, off they went and signed permanently. Kane, this is your job, Kane. This is your job. Daniel, I saw one pub release a song on Spotify to see who was using Shazam for the music quiz. I love that. Not Marcos Rojo, no. Not Rudiger. No. Not Anthony. No, Anthony was from Ajax to Man United. It's not Zola as well. He was a little bit before 2021. Prince Rupert, Zlatan was signed from PSG, I think. Either way, it wasn't Zlatan. Brendan, what clubs did they sign for? Well, that'd be giving the game away. I'll tell you this, they're still at said club. They're still at the said club and they're still in the Premier League now. So they've moved from Italy to the Premier League in 21-22 and they signed permanently in 22-23. Brendan, stop with the Irish accent, please. I apologise. I'll try. Prince Rupert, I think the keeper was justified. The other player asked for it and knocked him over. How much was the transfer? The transfer was 52. There's a Google. Oh, here we go. Kane. It's Romero. Yeah, Romero, Atalanta to Spurs. There you go. That's the answer. That's your 20. Your top 20. Right, now let's do Vicario says, no, it's not Vicario. It's not Vicario. Vicario was 17 million quid. Jake says, what's the score? It's Napoli 1, Milan 0, and it's a corner to Milan. Mike Maignan just nearly been sent off. They went to VAR. Still ongoing. Brendan, I was just about to say Romero as well. And Adam says, let's see if they could cancel the derby. Could happen. Daniel would have never crossed my mind. He's not worth more than 10 million. Well, here we go. So let's keep the quiz going then for the next 30 minutes. I mean, I don't think this one will take you 30 minutes. Not with Kane frantically Googling. Top 5, so not top 10. Top 5 this time. By expense of transfer. Direct transfers between Italian clubs. This one is a little bit more simple. But I'm looking for the top 5 players based on the size of their transfer fee that have moved directly between Italian clubs. Kane, I'm being fakely accused of answering questions. You're a cheat. And you're a Man United fan. And those two things go hand in hand. Zlatan won. No, not Zlatan. Not Zlatan. I'll give you the clue. 3 of them are about 20 years ago. Higuain, Napoli to Juventus. He's not in the list that I've got, which is the list that matters. Whether or not that's accurate, I don't know. Christian Vieri, Adrian Berder, that is correct. Christian Vieri, 46 million from Lazio to Inter Milan. What a player he was as well. Christian Vieri was absolutely sensational. Yeah, apparently Higuain was £45 million, and he never actually. It was paid in 2 instalments, and it never actually got paid the second half. How true that is, I don't know, but that's the reason that Higuain is not in the list. Yeah, that's the reason he is not in the list. Not Bonucci. No, Bonucci was 42 million, so he is less than Vieri's 46, which is number 5 in the list. Any others? Any others for any others? Buffon, 3-star Reds. That's correct. Buffon is 3rd with 53 million. Vlahovic is correct. Yeah, Vlahovic is the right one. That is the most expensive one. 83.5. He is number 1. The most expensive transfer between Italian clubs, according to the list that I have, anyway. How accurate that is, I don't know. Yeah, Bernardeschi was 40 million, so again, he's less than Vieri. He doesn't make the top 5. Jaap Stam. I don't think Jaap Stam would have been. No, Jaap Stam was late in his career, wasn't he, by the time he went to Milan? Yeah, a little bit later in his career. I mean, it was about 30 million, I think, when Lazio signed him from United. No, 15. It was only 15 million Lazio paid for him from Man United. But either way, it was a lot less. Who are we saying? Sorry. Ravanelli, no. Luca Toni, no. Good shouts all. Vialli, no. Not R9. LJ says, hi Key, what happened in the other semi-final of the Italian Supercoppa? It happens tomorrow, that one, mate. That's Inter v Bologna. That only kicks off tomorrow. Adrian Berder is correct. Crespo, Parma to Lazio. Absolutely right. That's number 2. So you've got Vlahovic, Crespo, Buffon. Crespo was 56.8 million, by the way. What a player he was. Only went to Chelsea for a third of that a couple of years later. So Vlahovic, Crespo, Buffon, and then you've got a number 4, and then 5 is Vieri. So this one, I feel like is going to be a little bit of, it's going to be a bit of conjecture between these. Yeah, Dybala was 32 million. So not Dybala, not Barella, not Andrea Pirlo. There you go. There's the correct answer. Who is it who's got it? Luco on Twitch. Well done. Luco's got it right. It is Bremer. Bremer from Torino. 47 million. Bremer from Torino. Napoli are in. Is it Napoli? Fucking screen's gone dead. What's going on here? Give me my remote. It was Napoli, and it's 2-0. It's 2-0. 2-0, and it's Rasmus who scored it. 2-0 to Napoli. There you go. That might be the game dusted. It's a wonderful pass as well. Really good play by McTominay in the midfield. I think it's Lobotka who breaks the lines first. They're just showing it back. But yeah, Højlund gets it, runs in, takes it to the byline. It's just an absolutely sensational finish across Mike Maignan. No chance really for the goalkeeper. It's just a really well-worked goal, but it's a really good finish from Højlund. And there you go, 2-0. Napoli are in front and well in control of this one. They're heading through to the Supercoppa final as it stands. Rasmus showing Florian Wirtz how to score key, and Kane says, I've been scammed with Higuain. Well, listen, again, steward's inquiry on that one. Allegedly, it was a 45 million up front with 45 million to be paid across the remainder of his contract if certain parameters were hit. He never hit those. They never paid any more than 45. And he ended up going to Chelsea. Chelsea bought out the remainder of that contract. So, yeah, he only ever went for 45. Vieri was 46. So, how true that is, I don't know. That is the information I was given. LJ says, who is rooting for Bologna to win the Supercoppa? It'd be nice, wouldn't it? This was a really good goal, though. Left-footed from Højlund as well. Rolls the defender. Smashes it in off the far post. That is a brilliant goal. That's an absolutely sensational goal. Absolutely outrageous. Are you talking Inter Milan to AC Milan, Pirlo, by the way? Because Inter Milan to AC, it was never that much. It was I think it was 17 million they paid for him. And it was a free transfer from AC Milan to Juventus. D says, what is McTominay worth now? I still don't think you'd get that much for him, you know. I feel like his value to Napoli is worth far more than it is to anyone else in the Prem. If you put McTominay on the market now, how many Prem teams do you think would be interested in him? I don't know if there's that many, you know. Daniel says Bologna is a nice city. I can't say I've done enough of Italy. I'd love to do more of Italy. It's one place I've never really... Yeah, I've not done enough of Italy. But I didn't like Rome. I really didn't like Rome. I need to get to different parts of Italy, really, to experience it. But I did not like Rome. Chelsea... If Chelsea bought out the remainder, does that not mean Napoli still got the money? Again, mate, as the information I had... Quizmaster's always right. That's where I come from, anyway. But allegedly... They didn't get that second half of the money because he never fulfilled the terms of the agreement. So no, Napoli still didn't get the money. Again, is my understanding. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe Higuain should have been in it. I've been cheated. Clarkey says, oh, we've done that one, sorry. Daniel, Højlund is a different player in Italy. It's confidence, mate. It's just confidence. It's amazing how confidence changes a player. It's incredible. Brendan says McTominay would go for about 125 million. Who to? Who's paying big money for Scott McTominay now? I really don't think so. Tolga says Napoli will win the match. Could win by a significant margin. Well, you've got this one right, mate. If nothing else, you got Fulham wrong, and you got Cardiff wrong as well. So it's about time you got one right. One Darrell says I don't think many would be interested. That's it. I agree. I don't think many would be interested. Well, they would be interested, I think, if he was available and the fee was around about 30, 35, maybe 40 million. As soon as you start talking above 50, 60 million for Scott McTominay, which, given his, where he placed in the Ballon d'Or and what he's done at Napoli, probably not a ridiculous request for them to be asking that sort of money, but I just don't think anyone would be interested. They'd be too concerned by how he did previously in the Premier League. And that's the big thing, How many players have come to the Premier League, or even, let's apply this everywhere, Serie A, La Liga, whatever. How many players have gone to a particular league, done poorly, left, come back, and done really well? Doesn't happen, does it really? I don't know of a player. I'm trying to think of a player that might fit that criteria. Is there a player who came to, maybe to the Premier League, came to La Liga, came to Serie A, came to wherever, Bundesliga, did poorly the first time, came back and did really well the second time? Probably should have got Salah, shouldn't I? Yeah. I'm an absolute disgrace of a Liverpool fan. I was getting through the question. I'm still thinking, who's it? Got to be someone who's done that. But really, Salah's maybe an anomaly then, isn't he? It's really only Salah. There's not really many others that I can think of, if any, that actually did well the second time around after struggling the first time. Sparta Prague 2-0. LJ says Højlund's deal with Napoli will become permanent if they qualify for the Champions League. They absolutely will. Yeah, Brendan Tolga making a bold prediction in the 66th minute. Daniel, it's okay. We know you don't like Salah. Salah, Arsenal, Japanese cherry blossom trees. Yeah, the holy triumvirate of things that Key hates. Kane, Key, has anyone ever told you look like Gervinho? Only in certain lights. Tolga, I told you Napoli would win by a large margin. Another goal for Napoli. Three-star Reds, I went to Rome this morning, Key. It was not that great, raining, windy and cold. And when I got back, my mum said, have you swept those leaves off in the garden? It's absolutely shocking in Rome. I didn't enjoy it. Kane, apparently, because I've been cheated. Oh, Kane. You were cheating. Never mind, you've been cheated. You were cheating. You're only cheating yourself. D says, his Higuain the most expensive Italian to Italian club? No. No, apparently he's not in the top 5 and Kane's very upset. Apparently Kane's doing his job, but he's very upset. No, apparently Higuain didn't it was only 45 million is the information I was given. 3-star, oh, we've done that one, sorry. I told you Napoli would win by a large margin. Another goal for Napoli's to come. We'll see. We will see. Don't forget, by the way, if you haven't already, make sure you've clicked like, subscribe. I am live every single day. Every single day. I'm live tomorrow for a massive Welsh derby. Swansea against Wrexham. Going to be a big game, that one. Saturday, we've got 3 big games. I'm live pretty much all day on Saturday. Chelsea away at Newcastle in the 12:30. 5:30 Spurs, Liverpool. Big game for Thomas Frank, that one, isn't it? And 8 o'clock, Everton against Arsenal. So if you want to join me for them, if you want to be a part of the Premier League Dad community, make sure you've clicked like, make sure you followed, subbed, all that good stuff. Steve, Dallas Cowboys, Lukaku. Not Lukaku. No, Lukaku wasn't in there. Brendan, would you rather Salah or Greenwood at Liverpool next season? I can't believe I'm being asked that question. One Darrell says, what's your opinion on Victor Gyökeres? I don't think he's been great value, and I don't think he will prove to be great value long term. LJ, do you watch Darren Farley? He made a joke about the Mo Salah Jamie Carragher situation, impersonated Carragher. It was really funny. You should watch it. I'll have a look. I haven't seen it. No, I do occasionally watch Darren Farley, but only in passing. I don't actively search him out. But you know, yeah, he's good. He's talented. D 90 million euros. Like I said, I was informed otherwise. I was informed it was 45, and it was 2 parts, and the second 45 never arrived because he was sold to Chelsea having not met the terms of said 45 million. So therefore he was behind Vlahovic, Crespo, Buffon, Bremer and Vieri. Key, please check Patrick Dorgu, how much he was. Mate, Google is your friend. Google is your friend. I guarantee Patrick Dorgu was less than 46 million. There's no way Man United paid 46 fucking million for Patrick Dorgu. And if they did, they should lose their licence as a football club immediately. Because he's dreadful. Hoyland with another big chance there. Wide of the far post. Nearly a big block from Tomori, but drags it wide. Steve says no Premier League team will ever sign with Greenwood after what happened to him at United. I wouldn't put it past... Listen, I think in the Premier League, the spotlight is maybe a bit too intense, but I certainly wouldn't put it past a big European club other than Marseille taking him on. Like, I certainly wouldn't put it past maybe Inter or maybe him going back to Spain. He did very well at Getafe, didn't he? It wouldn't surprise me if maybe, you know, an Atletico Madrid took a look at him or someone of that ilk. They would maybe be a bit more... receptive to him. Brendan, tell whoever that is to get over it with it. It was 45 mil, end of. Yeah, it was 45 mil, end of. Because Key said so. Daniel, don't put it past United. They signed Xerxes for silly money. That's true. And DC says, I think it was 27 mil for Dorgu. That sounds about right. Daniel, don't put it past United. Sorry, Angry Jin says, Regis Lebris said Diarra will play against Brighton because the Senegal manager wants to see how he is. We're doing Senegal against Botswana on, I think it's the 23rd. I am live for Senegal against Botswana. It's a 3 p.m. kickoff. So if you want to watch some AFCON with me, I'm going to be watching the AFCON. It's early games. 2 p.m. Mali v Zambia on Monday. 3 p.m. Senegal v Botswana. And I'll be doing lots of other games in the AFCON over the next month as well. So if you want to follow the AFCON, I'll probably be one of the only watch-along channels doing the AFCON watch-along. So if you want to be part of that, make sure you've given us a like and followed and all that good stuff. Lots of good African footy going on. Last 15 here. Luka Modric coming on for AC Milan. I don't think he's going to change things, to be honest. Milan have not had a good night here. Angry Jin says if he doesn't play well, there's a possibility he won't go. And Clarkey, how long is the AFCON on for, Key? So it's already started pretty much. I think the first game is Morocco against... I think it might have already happened or it's about to happen. Either way, the first game's coming up very soon. And it's running through to about towards the end of January, mid to late Jan. I think it's on for about 3.5 weeks, 4 weeks. But yeah, it'll be over. The players will be back playing for their teams. If they get knocked out in the group stages, they'll be back even earlier. Steve says, I'm glad I watched Morocco v Jordan than this. That game was so entertaining. Well, this one's not been brilliant, I'll be honest with you. It's not been a great game. DC, De Bruyne, another one who left the league and came back better. That's also true. Daniel, can we do an AFCON sweep? Well, not on TikTok. As you know, I will get banned for talking about that stuff. So, no, absolutely not. But over on the other place, maybe. D says Vlahovic from Fiorentina to Juventus, £72 million. Yeah, it was a big fee, wasn't it? Half-time. Oh, no, it's a half-time. Check in progress. VAR check in progress. What for? What's the check? Oh, it's check over. It's done. It's done. DC could argue Matic as well. Yeah, I guess it could. Yeah, Matic was a lot better when he came back, wasn't he? Oh, hang on a minute. What do you mean when he came? But did Matic go Chelsea, Benfica, United? Is that how it went? Pretty much anyone who left Chelsea and came back. Right, a couple of changes. Mazzocchi's coming on for Politano, I think. Yeah, he's gone off. And this is Gaza to Rangers. What about Gaza to Rangers? Gaza to Rangers wouldn't count because it's not the Premier League. Brendan says, Key, I can't think of anyone apart from the two best Premier League players of the last decade. Why? Well, hang on a minute. Who was the other one? Who was the other one I said? Salah. Salah was. Who was the other one? De Bruyne. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Call myself a football expert. That's absolutely shocking. Didn't sleep very well last night, and I've not drank enough water today, so maybe it's that. I'll blame it on the water. I'm not hydrated enough. The electrolytes are fleeing from my brain. DC, I think it was Chelsea, Benfica, Chelsea, then United. Okay, fair enough. Joe, how's it going? Good to see you, man. How's things? How's life? Hopefully it's good. Strasbourg 1, Breidablik 1. Jesus. Lech Poznan are winning. Legia Warsaw beating Lincoln Red Imps. Strasbourg 1-1 with Breidablik. Shakhtar's 0-0 with Rijeka. Shamrock and Hamrun Spartans is 1-1 as well. Joe says City's going to be an easy draw. City will wipe the floor with you. Just like they did in the league. Clarkey says Man United are fuming with Morocco because Nusir Mazraoui was away too early. What do you mean he was away too early? What does that mean? Joe says, all good, mate. I'm off for 2 weeks now. Absolutely knackered. Is that from your... Is that from college, or do you mean from the... Was you doing waiting, or was you doing a job, wasn't you? You know about job or college or both, maybe. I don't know. Steve says, what's happening to Celtic? They're looking so bad lately. Well, yes, since the new manager's come in, Wilfried Nancy's just not quite... he's just not quite tucked to it, has he? Four defeats on the spin. The Hearts game I thought was quite unlucky, but they still lost it. They got battered against Roma. They then lose in the cup to St Mirren. That was unforgivable. And then to lose against Dundee United at Tannadice. I mean, Dundee United are not a bad side. They've got some quality in there. Kareshtes and Sapsford are good players, but they're not a side that Celtic should be losing to, really. Adam says, I'm back. And Mad Pup says, electrolytes, it's what plants crave. You need it, absolutely. DC says, think Celtic went a bit rogue with the manager this time. And Clarkey says, because he should have played against Bournemouth. Think it'd have made a difference. Tone says, Nancy may be sacked before Monday. Yellow card here for... Who is it who's getting booked? Who's it who's booked here? Yeah, he just leaves one on... is it Loftus-Cheek who he's left one on there? Yeah, not great, that. D says Lukaku. Lukaku was in there, yeah, but that was Lukaku from a Premier League club. From a Serie A to a Premier League club. We did that earlier. College and part-time job. Nice. Why do fans judge managers so early these days? They're just impatient, mate. It comes with age. I think patience comes with age in the end of the day. You can't be bothered continuously changing. Pick someone and stick with them. 4 games is a ridiculous amount of time for a manager to be afforded. Even if he loses all 4. Not saying it looks good. Shouldn't be sacking him. Shouldn't be sacking him after 4 games. Steve says, after what happened between Como and the Senegal player, I don't blame Morocco refusing Man United's request. That's very true, yeah. That's a really fair point. Yeah, Asan Diao. Adam says Milan, what was the best chance of the game? Milan. Could be a red card here. Højlund squaring up. Oh, it's McTominay. It wasn't even Højlund. McTominay's going to get a booking here. He's not happy with someone. Is it Rabiot who he's had a kick-off at? There's a big fight in the centre circle here. The referee's got his hands full, quite literally. Tomori's screaming at Jesus. Rabiot's just causing issues. McTominay squared up to him here. They're at it again here. They were forehead to forehead there for a moment. It's going to be a yellow card minimum. Best chance of the game, Adam. There wasn't really any big chance for AC Milan, if I'm really honest. I've not really seen an awful lot of great quality in the final third from AC. Harry says, hey Key, question. Say hypothetically Bruno Fernandes was available for sale and the price was not a barrier, would you want him at Liverpool? No. If Bruno Fernandes was available for free, I wouldn't want him at Liverpool. Adam says, red card, classic football. No, not a red card. It was Tomori who belted it away. What is it? It's McTominay and Tomori. I tell you what, he's a little prick, McTominay. That was so uncalled for. That was bang out of order, that. Joe, why do fans judge managers so early these days? Clarkey, is Christian Eriksen not one? No, Christian Eriksen never went from Serie A to the Premier League. And if he did, it wasn't for big money. Daniel, the manager at Celtic, is any easy comparable variable? Marco, was the game good? It's not been brilliant, but into the last 10 minutes here, Mainz have just scored against Samsunspor 1-0. Philippines, alright Key, my man, if I don't ask it, someone else what will. What game are you watching? I'll give you the clue. Daniel, he's MVP, so he's allowed. And Joe says, great to see Voltemada getting a lovely reception yesterday. Did alright, didn't he, when he came on? Pop says, true, and that was Big Jock in the hot seat. Torn says, Fiorentina, can he even see the park with the fog? Oh my God. Your live is flagged for hate speech and hateful behaviours. Repeated violations could result in your live being discontinued. Oh my God. I'm gonna have to turn that off. I don't know what he's talking about, the lad. Right, there you go. The live has been restricted for some audiences. In other words, too offensive, whatever was said there. Something was said in the last few minutes that suggested... Well, I don't know, I've not said anything. Steve says, is it because his behaviour against refs and media or because of his play style of football is not good for Liverpool? It's not good, it's more that it just wouldn't fit. Bruno Fernandes wouldn't fit in for Liverpool. He doesn't do enough running, so he wouldn't be good for the midfield three. And he's not fast enough, so he wouldn't be right to play in either of the wide positions. If we went to a 4-4-2, he might be a decent option. Maybe. Yeah. But I don't think so. Brendan, it is. That's on the other place. For whatever reason, it's... I actually think it's when I read out someone said Big Jock, and I said Big Jock, and it's obviously heard something else. That's why I've enunciated very clearly on that one. But I've appealed. I imagine the views will fall down on TikTok for quite some time. Dylan, I might need your help. Dylan, give us a video, promote me. Get me some live, get me some people in. Adam says Napoli. I keep getting bans, honestly. TikTok, I'm just going to end up switching off, full stop. I don't even think I'm going to be able to stay on TikTok. I get suspensions and violations every other day for literally nothing. For that. There was nothing in that chat then that was untoward that would be a violation of hate speech. D, it's to do with your McTominay. It could be, actually. I didn't even see that. Yeah, maybe. Maybe it was the McTominay comment. Probably was, actually. Oh, and there he is, McTominay blasted over the bar. But you know what? I say that every live. I say that specific word pretty much every live. I don't get called out for it. Prince Rupert says, yeah, TikTok seems really horrible. Better off without it seems, mate. I'll always be over on YouTube every day anyway. So if anyone does want to stick around, you can always find me over on the other place. But yeah, TikTok's a pain in the backside at times. Vergara about to come on for Napoli, but into the last few minutes here. This one has been a walk in the park for Napoli, to be honest. Neres is coming off. Half-time, Sparta Prague 2, Aberdeen 0. Aberdeen, very poor. They're getting strict now. And Joe, are you doing us on Saturday lunchtime? I am, mate, yes. Yeah, Newcastle, Chelsea, Saturday lunchtime, 5:30, Spurs, Liverpool, 8 o'clock, Everton, Arsenal. So 3 games on Saturday. I'll be here if anyone. Hopefully all of you, but hopefully at least a few of you stick around, and I'll be on for all 3 of them. And then on Sunday we're just doing the Man United game, Villa Man United. Jake, what did you say about McTominay? Well, look, use your brain, Jake. It wouldn't be very smart if I repeated it, would I? If I repeated it, inevitably I'd get another little suspension. So I'm not going to say it. It wasn't particularly nasty though. Not where I come from. It wasn't out of order. It's a pretty tame comment, that, to be fair. Brendan says, does that affect your ability to make something out of a live stream? Well, it does on that particular platform. But not on the main one. The main one is here where you are. That's where I am going to be live every single day. And that to be honest, that's the one where everyone is. That's where you make the most. That's where the most action is. And where you can do the most, actually. Because look at the layout on YouTube. Look at the layout on TikTok. It's worlds apart. So, yeah, I don't really make anything off TikTok. I don't really make anything off YouTube at the minute, but I don't make anything off TikTok. Literally pennies. D, it's a comment about being Scottish. It's not a comment about being Scottish, actually. That's bang out of order. I didn't say anything about him being Scottish. I called him something that rhymed with trick. Shamrock Rovers 2, Hamrun 1. And Philippine says Rangers started the season 8th. If we get a result at Tynecastle, we'll be joint second with Celtic. Adam says, how much more stoppage time? It's not been announced yet. It's 89:30 on the clock. So added time, 7 added minutes of added time we've got here. He says you called him a Scot. I didn't. If I did, I certainly didn't. I didn't. I said he's a McTominay. I didn't say that. Did I? You've got me double guessing myself now. I didn't mean to. If I did, well, yeah, maybe I can understand it then if I said that. But I didn't mean that. Graham, night all, see you tomorrow, Key. Take it easy. Good to see you. Tone says Rangers relying on everyone else dropping points. Hey, listen, we're all relying on everyone else to drop points. Part of football, innit? Joe, I'd be writing a public apology to McTominay if I was you. And Daniel, Arsenal to have safe standing installed next year. Brendan says, no, you didn't. I agree. I didn't think I did. Italian football is so slow, says Daniel. Was it? Was it always like this, though? It's always been a bit slow. I think in recent years, if anything, it's sped up. But we've brought Max Allegri back to the game. And AC Milan, if you look at how AC Milan were last year with Conceição, they were defending like Liverpool are this season. So he's come in and immediately just gone, shut up shop. Just absolutely shut up shop. Keep it, nice and boring. And limit chances, limit opportunities. Don't commit as many men forward. And we are seeing a bit of that now. Red Rebellion, don't you think the Serie A is one of the most boring leagues? No, I actually think Serie A is one of the more interesting leagues. Serie A and La Liga have been really good in recent years. But certain teams still cling on to the old way of playing. Juventus have actually become a more interesting team to watch now. They've got a bit more cavalier with Yildiz and Thuram up there, and they've got some quality. Another Walter Marder OG on Saturday. And Adam says Milan tears. Well, 5 minutes to go. The SPL will go to the wire, says D. Do we think that there's any chance that Hearts could win it then? Are we backing Hearts for a win? I think it'd be good for Scottish football if Hearts were to win it. But yeah, looks like Napoli are going through to the Supercoppa final against possibly Inter, probably Inter. Bologna haven't been brilliant this season, so I would imagine it's going to be Inter against Napoli in the Supercoppa final. Tone found every game bar Napoli. Can't see it anywhere. What, as in to watch it? It's on Premier Sports, mate. Pup says looking at the but it's going off in a minute anyway. Mad Pup says looking at the form table over the last 10 games, Aberdeen are top with Rangers second. Still got the other half of the season to go. And Steve says, I'm really sad to, is that Haiti and Senegal and Ivory Coast and Iran fans for being banned from the World Cup. This is a joke, and the reason for that is more of a joke. What is the reason? What is the reason? I didn't know that Iran fans, I didn't know that any fans were being banned. Any particular country was being banned from the World Cup. I think they were being, I've heard that they're being tight on visas, but they're being tight on visas with everyone, aren't they? Pretty confident that goes for everyone, that they're doing checks on your socials and all that stuff. That's pretty standard for a US visa. Red Rebellion, do you do any Bundesliga watch-alongs? I do some Bundesliga 2. I've done Bundesliga last season, and I've done Bundesliga 2, and I've done the DFB Pokal, but I haven't done any this season. And part of the reason for that is because the Bundesliga is now being broadcast on YouTube. So it kind of kills it a little bit. No one's watching a YouTube broadcast of a watch-along when the actual game is also on YouTube. Doesn't make a lot of sense, does it? So, yeah. I'm not going to do many Bundesliga games. AC Milan with a strike. No, claim for the pen. Prince Rupert band is not right. It's only the strict visa rules. Which, again, as long as you're not putting stupid stuff online, you'll get in, won't you? There's not really... I have no problem with strict visa rules. You can have whatever rules you want on people coming into the country. But hey, to each their own. Clarkey says Donald Trump banned from the World Cup. James says, what game are you watching? Sorry, mate, I know it drives you nuts. Hey, you're second to say that tonight. You're not even the first one in saying that. Everyone's been saying that. Pup says, said that would be interesting. Hearts get the league. St Mirren already have the League Cup. Some other random outside of Glasgow too to get the Scottish Cup would be great for Scottish football. Wouldn't it? It'd be good even just for sort of neutral interest to know that it's not like an absolute dusted league, that you can see other teams winning it and challenging for it. D says Ivory Coast and Senegal fans are being banned. What for? I haven't heard anything about that. Fans of Senegal and Ivory Coast may, there's the key word, may be excluded from attending the World Cup next year after Donald Trump imposed a travel ban on both countries. The African nation supporters will face partial restrictions and entry limitations, according to the new rules announced by the White House on Wednesday. The reason provided by the White House for imposing the bans are visa overstay rates. Right, okay, so all that is, I would imagine, is historically people from these countries have overstayed their visas, caused us problems. Therefore, what we're going to do is we're going to make sure if these are coming in for the World Cup games and only for the World Cup games, we need to know maybe your flight out date booked, what airline. It'll be stuff like that, I reckon. I reckon it'll be... Again, it's not saying that they're banned. It's more we want a shit ton of information from you before you actually can come into the country. But it's certainly not banned. Right, well, it's over here, though. It's over here. Full-time. Yeah, full-time, I'm thinking 2-0, Napoli 2, Milan 0. Great result this for Napoli. They're into the Supercoppa final. And they play Inter or Bologna. So we'll know who they play tomorrow, Inter or Bologna. Who's it going to be? D says Iran could be because of the nuclear. I mean, that's nothing to do with the people of Iran, though, is it? It's mad. It's mad. It's yeah. Politics and football don't mix. It's crazy. But yeah, it's full-time here in Riyadh. I'm not in Riyadh. But it is in Riyadh there, and it's Riyadh tomorrow where Inter are going to be playing Bologna in the other Supercoppa. Listen, massive thank you to everyone in the chat tonight. Thank you for joining. Thank you for all the likes, all the comments. I really appreciate it. If you're new around here, please do click like and subscribe. Like I said, I'm live every single day doing watch-alongs. I love doing watch-alongs. I love doing these watch-alongs with you. They're absolutely brilliant. I'm live tomorrow for Swansea against Wrexham in the Championship, and I'll be live on Saturday for Newcastle v Chelsea, followed by Spurs v Liverpool at 5:30, and then at 8 o'clock we're doing Everton against Arsenal. So if you want to watch along with me, please do join, please do like and sub and all that good stuff. Red Rebellion says, it's very unusual to see someone doing streams from this many different teams. What it suggests is that you are football mental. I would agree. I would also say a little bit sad. That's what my wife would say as well. You're a little bit sad. You're a Liverpool fan. What are you doing watching, Norwich against Doncaster in the EFL Trophy key? And that's been the case even before I started this channel. But I love watching footy. And even more, I love watching footy with you. I really do. We have a laugh. It's really nice people in the chat. You're all really lovely. It's good to see, yeah. Daniel says, would you go to Riyadh? I think, I don't know. I don't know if I would. I don't know. Maybe. Yeah, I think I probably would. I wouldn't choose to. It probably wouldn't be a country that I would be like, oh, yeah, let's go and visit it. I think there's a whole host of countries I'd want to go before Riyadh and Saudi. That wouldn't be my choice. But I'm sure if I had the time and the money to just travel the world, I probably would tick off Riyadh. Yeah, probably would. Mental being the optimal word. Prince Rupert Key, latest Key, how's it going? Prince Rupert Key in Riyadh explains the Christmas Day stream. The Christmas Day stream is not going to be Saudi friendly, however, I imagine, because we'll probably have some Christmas music on. I will absolutely be having a non-alcoholic eggnog or something. 3-star Red says, are you staying online for the Palace second half, Key? If not, good night, mate. I'm not staying on for Palace. I'm getting off. I will be live tomorrow for Swansea and Wrexham. So I'll see you all tomorrow. Take it easy. Have a lovely, lovely night, whatever you're doing. And I'll see you soon. Take it easy.